Hi, I'm Marin Miller, and I play Belle in NCT's production of La Belle et la Bête.
My name's Eric D. Pastor Crosby, and I'll be playing La Bête, otherwise known as the Beast.
Well, I'm Peter Van, and I play Avocat, and then after I'm done playing Avocat, the lawyer, I switch into my white tights, and I play an esprit. I think that may be how you say it. Toi. Esprit toi. Mm-hmm. Yes. And he's a lawyer. I hold the power over Chip here.
Yeah. I'm Chip Arnold, and I play Marchand, who is the father of the three daughters, and he is the lawyer who has
control over your money.
Over my money. He has actually taken my money.
I take it.
And his kingdom is sort of cursed and has these magic powers about it. And he runs all of them, but is destined to stay a beast until a woman actually falls in love with him for who he is, not based on what he looks like.
She is maybe one of the bravest characters of all the fairy tales that I know.
Hi, I am Jamie Farmer, and I am playing Altier, which is one of Belle's sisters, and I'm also playing an esprit, a spirit.
And she's strong. She says what she thinks all the time. And, I mean, she's like really straightforward.
And he will not give it back.
No.
He will not give it back. Which
And
causes great anxiety in my life and my daughter's life.
So much so that your character slaps me. You
I
slap
do.
me.
I slap him.
He slaps me across.
It's one of the
across
most
table.
exciting stage slaps that's ever been done in the history of theater.
Hi, I'm Corey Lamel, and I'm playing Frivole, Belle's other frivolous, spoiled sister. And I also play one of the esprit.
Families that are coming to see La Belle et la Bête are going to get a really beautiful, very strong production, a mythic world, a world they're going to see and be a part of, a world where reality and dream kind of mix in between the two, and it's not dancing spoons. Okay?
To be fair, though, we do end up playing a table at one point, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. The spirits or sprees we mold into, a fireplace or a table or a chair. We attach ourselves and become part of the scenery, but then we detach and we just don't do musical numbers as the table.
There is some magic in this show, but it does not involve singing teacups. Just brace yourself for that, because I don't want anybody coming and thinking they're going to see singing teacups.
Yes.
And that's a great reason to come to this play,
I know.
to see him slap, because he screams.
Like a woman. There's nothing wrong with
There's nothing
that,
wrong
but I
with screaming
scream a
like
little.
that. He screams.
And it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I tell him, hey, I'm taking all your money. And he says, what?
Yeah.
I won't ruin it, but he does slap me around. And that's just in the first 5 minutes.
First 5 minutes.
Then there's a whole lot of play after that.
Hi, I'm Scott Copeland. I'm directing La Belle et la Bête, Beauty and the Beast. And actually, on this one, I wrote it. And that's what I'm doing with it.
The most interesting part to me is that I have to convey a lot of emotion from behind a mask. I have the Beast mask, and the Beast costume is sort of all-encompassing. It takes over all of my body. I have gloves, I have armor, I have a Beast mask and wig. There will be very little of me showing except for like my chin, hence the beard.
But even though he's scary to look at, she ends up seeing his beautiful heart, and she has compassion for his suffering, because this is a man who's had to learn a lot of lessons, because one of the ways that he learned his lesson is being trapped in this body of a beast.
Oh, wow.
That's
The Beast,
right.
when he shows up,
That's right.
gosh, fear and trembling in the hearts of every man, woman, and child who come to this play. The Beast, his reveal is so awesome.
one of the things that I always loved about the story of Beauty and the Beast is that when you really look at it closely, you'll recognize that it is not Beauty or the Beast. It's both. They are both one and the same. Each of them thinks they're the Beast, and each of them learns that they have beauty.
I think it's a beautiful story about accepting people for who they are, regardless of any extenuating circumstances. Or, I mean, there's the basic, what he looks like. He looks like a horrible, hideous beast that does these horrible things, but he really is just a guy.
There's kind of another message in here about the way that young women tend to see themselves, or not even young women, women in general, and that if prodded enough, we all can tell you exactly why we're not beautiful, and that we have a hard time seeing it in ourselves. And I think being a part of this has inspired me to want to find my own beauty as well as that in others.
Kids all have that sense of, I don't fit in, I'm out of that culture, I'm somehow apart, I'm not like other people, I'm a monster, or as Belle says, I have huge hands. We all look for those flaws in ourselves and we think that's who we are. And we can't recognize at that point the beauty of our own humanity and the beauty of commitment and loyalty and that level of love, and yet it's there.
And I think that all of these characters in this show are really having to figure out what it means to be a good human being, and then doing that to the very best of their ability. And some of them actually don't. Some of them actually don't really do it to the very best of their ability. Some of them have maybe a longer way to go, maybe some pretty hard lessons that they're working through.
It's worth coming to price a ticket to come see Pete play all these multiple roles. Allow his multiple personalities to come out.
And I get a mustache.
And he gets
They give me a curly and
Ooh.
a beauty mark.
Oh, a beauty mark.
And a wig, of course.
Please.
After the play, I think people are going to be thoroughly satisfied by the tone of it, by the beauty of it, by how all of those pieces fit together in a seamless whole. But I think the thing that's really going to surprise people is how much humor is in the piece.
I think at that time in the play I'm a horse, and I'm just over to the side going,
When the lights come up after this show is over, I have a feeling that families are going to feel like they have just woken up out of a very epic dream.
And visually, it's going to be absolutely breathtaking and stunning. Stunning. Yeah, it's going to be breathtaking.
It's simple and straightforward, but at the same time you learn so much. It explains so much about life. It's a really great, elegant script. Finely acted,
Finely acted.
if we do
Yes.
say so ourselves.
We say humbly.
Humbly.
Humbly.